Hey everyone, we're going to be looking at the upcoming severe weather that'll be hitting tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, into the weekend. Before we could get into the forecast, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn post notifications so you won't miss a single upload or live stream. Right now, we're looking at the Storm Prediction Center Day 2 categorical outlook. This is the severe weather outlook for tomorrow, Wednesday. As you can see, we have a slight risk for severe storms across portions of Kansas and northern Oklahoma, and a marginal risk around that also in Kansas and Oklahoma, reaching into now portions of Missouri, and a general thunderstorm risk around that, reaching into the upper Midwest, and also another general thunderstorm risk over here for portions of California and Oregon. We currently do not have a tornado risk, but we definitely could expect a 2% tornado risk for tomorrow. Hail risk, we have a 15% chance for severe hail. Definitely is possible in that yellow shaded area, as well as a 5% for 2-inch plus size hail in the green shaded area. For that wind risk, we have about a 5% chance for some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Now here's the day 3 categorical outlook, so this will be around Thursday, and as you can see, we have a marginal risk for severe storms across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri there, as well as a general thunderstorm risk reaching from Texas to Indiana. Here's the probabilistic outlook, and we have about a 5% chance for all hazards right now in that green shaded area. Tomorrow we will get a better look at Thursday's severe weather, and as we head into Friday's severe weather, as you can see, we have a 15% chance for some severe storms right now, so technically a slight risk for severe storms across Texas and Oklahoma. As we head into Saturday now, another slight risk issued for portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas there. That's also including the Dallas-Fort Worth area now. And we're now finally heading into Sunday, and a very widespread slight risk is already issued for portions of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma. We're now looking at the future reflectivity, so the future radar for tomorrow's severe storms. It's going to be around Wednesday at 6 p.m. and you're already seeing some showers and some isolated thunderstorms over here in portions of Iowa, reaching into northwestern portions of Missouri. These storms are going to be expected to fire around 9 p.m. between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. tomorrow. As you can see, we have a long line of showers and thunderstorms, and even some very strong thunderstorms developing along this line in portions of central and northeastern Kansas. We head into around 12 a.m. now of Thursday, and you can see that line definitely breaks apart, but you're still seeing some pretty strong thunderstorms in Kansas. Now moving into Oklahoma, northern Oklahoma definitely could see some decent strong thunderstorms overnight here, and this heads eastward, and you're still seeing some strong thunderstorms, but a lot of it is dissipating by around 3 a.m. of Thursday, and you're starting to see those showers and thunderstorms starting to move into more of the Illinois area, moving into around 6 a.m. and a lot of those thunderstorms are now dissipated. Still some thunderstorms going strong here, heading into portions of central and northern Illinois, but most of it is weakened by then. Now let's look at the Cape values when these storms really start to fire up. This is going to be around Wednesday of 9 a.m. and as you head into around 12 p.m., these Cape values, so this is the energy within the atmosphere. These Cape values really start to fire up, as you're seeing here. You're seeing upwards of 800 to 900, even 1,000 joules per kilogram in there. And we head into around 3 p.m. now, and those Cape values are really skyrocketing. You're now seeing upwards of even 1,600 joules per kilogram in some spots, and you're now heading into around the overnight hours, so around 6 p.m., and you're seeing upwards of 2,000 joules per kilogram. So you're now seeing some very decent energy within the atmosphere. This is going to make the storms very strong, and especially if there's any storms down here near the Oklahoma and Kansas corridor, you can definitely see some very strong storms in that type of area. That cape really starts to weaken. You're going to see some cap over here. So that's why these storms are not going to really develop much down here. But there's definitely going to be some storms up here near the Kansas, and there's going to be some pretty decent cape values. So we're still going to see some very decent, strong storms in this whole area of the Kansas area. That's why we have that slight risk and not really much of a slight risk down here in portions of Oklahoma yet. We're not heading into midnight, and that cape really starts to weaken as those storms start to go into a downward trend. And those are when those storms are now entering Missouri, and those cape values really going down. You're only seeing around 400 to 700 joules per kilogram. Now we're looking at the supercell composite, and this is the risk for supercells developing. As you can see right now, we have around a 2 to 3 for supercell composite, so really not that much. That's going to be around 12 p.m. of Wednesday. As you head into the afternoon hours, around 3 p.m., those start to go into an upward trend. As you can see, we're getting into around a 4 to 5 chance. And now we're heading into around 9 p.m. and mainly down here where that cap is, we're seeing upwards of around 12 to 13, and that's where that cap is. So those storms are not going to develop much down here, meaning that we're not going to have much of a tornado risk. If these storms develop down here, and if there was not much cap, we definitely could see a decent tornado risk, a 2% or 5% risk for tornadoes down here. But since we have that cap down here, that's not really going to trigger any tornadoes, and we're mainly going to see some hail and damaging winds up here. And as you can see, as we look at the significant tornado parameter, as you're seeing here, this is going to be around 6 p.m. And as you head into 9 p.m., we're seeing upwards of 3 here. So that's around the mid-range of those significant tornado parameters. And if we were seeing those storms down here, we definitely could see a couple of tornadoes. But as we're seeing those storms up here, some of these storms that are on the edge here of around the central Kansas area, if these head into this type of region, that definitely could be very favorable for tornadoes. But as we head into around 12 a.m., that weakens a lot there, and you're only seeing around 1 to 2 for significant tornado parameters. If you did enjoy the forecast on the severe weather, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn post notifications so you won't miss a single upload or live stream on the channel. And make sure to share this video with any friends or family that may want some forecast on the upcoming severe storms to hit portions of the central U.S. But anyways, stay safe.